Hi, my name is Karma Hugo. I am the Learning Management System Coordinator at DCYF, and I am here to share with you about DCYF's new training site, which will be coming soon in 2023. We imagine a time when providers can go to a one-stop shop to complete their licensing orientation, get ready for becoming a provider that can serve a family receiving subsidy, take childcare basics, sign up for a CPR class, monitor their staff training progress, and do all the things that help them prepare to care for children. We envision a system or a place where someone, a new provider or a business owner, can go that is simplified, streamlined, but useful and meaningful. DCYF's new training site will give providers access to the LMS and other state-approved training all in one place. All training-related things will be found on the DCYF training site. This will be a place where childcare providers will find, access, and complete trainings all in one location. It will be a place that trainers, training organizations will manage, record, and create events on this new site, eliminating the use of multiple platforms. And this was where training applicants who are interested in becoming state-approved trainers will go to apply, and that will streamline the application process. We've heard many things over the years about people's experience with the current training site. We know that navigating our systems can be challenging. Even simple things like searching for training or receiving credit for completing training can be confusing and feel burdensome. Our team has held various stakeholder engagement opportunities over the years, one being a state-approved trainer program revision, and also data that has been collected over many requests for technical assistance from the field. And we've reviewed that data and feedback, and it has indicated to us that providers have a difficult time searching for and finding training, and that Merit is challenging to use, especially for non-native English speakers. We also hold live monthly webinars on various topics in relation to professional development, and some of the quotes that you're seeing here on this slide have come from those. I'll read the first quote. Grading in the current training site is terrible. Going to each one and trying to track it, it's hard to tell if folks are getting emails, very frustrating. A comment from a trainer who is using the current training site and finding it to be very difficult. During a live webinar, participants were asked, how do you prefer to take training and when? And some of the responses included the second quote that you see here in Spanish, which says, I prefer trainings online so that I can take them in the evening. I wish there was a way to share more ideas and a better way to share in real time around topics. These would be good to have. A third comment that typifies things that we have heard. Participants in the online training spent a lot of time trying to figure out what was incomplete, what was complete. A trainer should see it on their end, but the participants could not see it on theirs. And during the same webinar previously mentioned, when asked what additional needs the community has, this quote here at number 4 says, there must be a focus to simplify the ways in which everything is offered, training, resources, etc. It all comes from one agency. Feedback that we've received has really focused around easy process, accessibility, not just around technology, but availability of that of trainings, and technology functions that are easy, streamlined, and also offer great ways to learn and engage with content so that learners are really soaking in that content that they're receiving. Comments from the previous slide tell us that we are not serving audiences in the best way currently. Washington has an incredibly diverse workforce. Top 3 spoken languages in the early learning field are English, Spanish, and Somali. Many folks are bilingual, but would prefer to take trainings in their native tongue. We know that we also have a diverse workforce in terms of roles And some examples are family, friends, and neighbor providers, which is also a very diverse group. And we also have many others who have a need for accessing and using our training site. Tribal members, non-English speakers, ECAP and ESIT staff, coaches, mental health consultants, and others who are searching for and taking training as part of their professional growth. We are working to make sure that training is accessible, useful, and meaningful for all providers. And we believe the better that the training system that we have in place, the better that we can support the growing diverse workforce that we have in our state. Some of the key features of the new DCYF training site will be a multilingual website with languages available in those most currently spoken: English, Spanish, Somali. Simplified application process for those wishing to be state-approved trainers. New formats for online learning, such as embedded use of Zoom. Bigger learning library associated with trainings. Improved navigation and accessibility for all users, and much more. We're pleased to say that we have been taking a human-centered design approach in this process. Human-centered design is a problem-solving technique that puts real people at the center of the development process, enabling us to create products and services that resonate and are tailored to our audience's needs. The user is at the core of the product, service, or policy design, in this case, the training site, and we are at the beginning stages of implementation, which means that users and their feedback can advise the design of the product, again, the training site, before we launch. In November, we conducted user testing with trainers and training organizations in English, Spanish, and Somali. Feedback from trainers helps us understand how to best support trainers as they transition to the new site. In the new year, we will be conducting user testing with childcare providers to seek feedback from the learner standpoint. And again, this feedback will help us understand how to best support providers as we move to this new system for training. If you're interested in participating in feedback sessions, you can email Marlene White, and her contact information will be available at the very last slide in this presentation. So again, this work is just beginning. We're in the early stages, and as we build our communication and engagement strategy, we'll be sharing about the new training site in a variety of spaces and work groups. So as we roll out this implementation, we are still working on our timeline. Our timeline is dependent on many factors, including that there are important data sharing practices and procedures that need to be put into place between the DCYF IT team and must adhere to state of Washington protocols, and all of those things take a significant amount of time. But our goals are to continue to work with our various audiences, gather feedback, share the information that we receive to continue to develop a training site that is going to meet the needs of Washington's diverse early learning workforce. And our goal is also, of course, to be keeping you informed along the way. As we get closer to implementation, we will have video tutorials, webinars, and individual one-on-one support opportunities as needed, so that folks have plenty of time to prepare for using this exciting new training site. You can stay up to date about the coming new training site. We've created a designated webpage for this work, and you can see the website for it here. Please be sure to check it out regularly, as we will be posting updates, announcements, and information, tutorials, and instructions for how to use the site when we get close will all be located here. Thank you so much for listening to this presentation. Again, if you are interested in participating in any user testing or if you have specific feedback for our team about ways that we can engage with others in the field to help them learn about the new training site, please contact us. You're welcome to contact me at my email address here on the screen, or Marlene White. Either of us would be happy to connect you with those opportunities and would be interested in your feedback and suggestions about the new site. Thank you so much. Have a great day.